Alright, here's a view of the car from up top. You can see the quarter panels that we got made there.
Okay, that's the piece that's been cut out. Now they're getting ready to move up forward.
Alright, here's our experimental quarter panel. Made a few mistakes, as you can see. We're going to, I think, cutting a square piece out and moving everything forward so that way it's easier to fill in. But that's how she looks right now, 12 inches forward.
Okay, we've got one of the old quarter panels here, and we did some experimenting with some cardboard tin plates, and this is what we come up with to be the easiest way to do this, we think. This isn't, like I said, an old part, so we mess up, it ain't the end of the world. What we've come up with here is you're measuring up 3 1/4 inches here at the fender well opening to get on a flat area, so when we weld it back together we won't have to worry about a concave surface. We've measured off the front edge of the quarter panel with a T-square. Put the T-square on this edge here and measured out to keep this parallel with this edge down here. So when you cut this loose and you cut this 12-inch section out, this will be totally taken out. Then this will be moved forward, but this will all line up. This will come right back, right down to here, just like it was made that way. This way is the way it looks like it's going to do. And we can take this 12-inch piece here, if it's right, and we think it is, after we move this forward 12 inches, there will then be a 12-inch gap between this line, or these two pieces here, and that 12-inch piece will fit right in here. It'll be a little bit longer. We can trim it off at the bottom, and it should work. Oh yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's a ton of bond on this dude. There's a big old gap up here. We want to keep that about the thickness of a wire.
Bump it up a little bit.
Probably bump it up a little.
Although it's
Tap
bumped
down.
up right here.
Huh?
If we come out, might have to come out a little bit.
Well, all we do is grind that little spot right there, and it should go.
Alright, here's our quarter panel. We're going to attempt the real altering of it for keeps. No practice piece here. We'll see what happens and we'll let you know here in just a minute. Alright, as you can see from 1 second ago, we got this cut. And we got it clamped in position, and it actually came out better than we thought it would. Use my Harbor Freight clamps that I probably overpaid for on the internet. You can get a few more, line that up. Rework the bottom of it there to make it all line up. Weld her up and she'll be good to go. Alright, we got the right side quarter panel cut out, and we got it, the pieces clamped into position with butt weld clamps. A little bit of a wider gap down there, but we think we can fill it. Other than that, it came out pretty good. Next step, we're going to tack weld it, and then we're going to work on getting this piece to fit because it's way too long. And we got the front piece lightly tacked into place using our new butt weld clamps. And then this piece back here that's all clamped in was the piece we cut out of the front side up here after relocating the wheel well 12 inches forward. That's our 12-inch piece we had left over. Put it back here, did a little bit of English wheel work on it to make it match the curve. Right where that curve, that squiggly line is where the curve started getting off. and went ahead and used the English wheel on it. And then the bottom is way too long, so I used a bead roller and rolled that flat bead back in it to join up the front and rear section there. And then after we get her tacked on, we'll come back and cut that excess piece back off. But it come out pretty good.
Okay, they're welding the quarter panel.
What you got in there, a block of wood?
Yeah.
They're spot welding it in. It's very slow, tedious work to make sure it stays the right angles.
Alright, we got the front piece tacked all in place. And now we're working on this here. Still got a little bit of a gap there. Not sure if we're going to grind a little more to make it fit better. Got that panel fitting pretty good. I still have to put my flat bead on the bottom to match up down there, and then cut that back off. Alright, we got this side here tacked up really good tonight. We got to grind all the tacks down, and then weld in between the tacks we didn't get. Do the final welding and then grind it down again. Then the welding part will be done. Got this panel here real straight. And then we also decided to cut apart this panel and redo it to make it just a little bit straighter down there in the front edge of that seam. Down in there. Tomorrow we'll go through and do tacks in between those tacks. And then we'll be the same place we are on the other side now. Alright, here's a view of the car from up top. You can see the quarter panels that we got made there. Car sitting down there, front end. We have most of the rear quarter panels done, other than a little bit of filler. We welded them, hammered and dollied them back out. Come out real good. Both sides. Now we did install the complete gasser front end on it, and we used 12.19 inch front brake rotors off of 53 to 62 Corvette front brake kit, Willwood Pinto hubs, with the brackets for the 53 to 62 Corvette. We have them lightly bolted on. Just had to add, we'll have to add one spacer there, like we did over here. We added one washer down there. And then we have to make another piece to go right there where that bolt is. Just securely fasten it. The distance of what this is up here with the steering stop and the spacer. Come out looking real good. There is our front wheels and tires. Our next step is to cut a perfectly good 59 Impala dash that I originally had saved for the rat rod. If it don't work, I guess we can still use it on the rat rod. We're going to shorten it up to match the Studi dash we have down here. We'll see how it works. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Showed you how we did the quarter panels, moved them up 12 inches like was said in the video multiple times. Next we're going to try and tackle that dash. Hopefully it comes out good. And as far as my LS Roots 6-liter build, I'm not going to get a video up this week. Unfortunately, it took 2 weeks to get this piece of metal for my blower plate. So hopefully I can make it work without messing it up. So I'm going to start in on this for the next video. So hopefully this weekend I can get this plate on the engine and get the blower mounted. And I'll have a video up hopefully beginning of next week. So with that, thanks for watching. As always, please like and subscribe.